Hi everybody, welcome to the Fired Up with CJ show. Today we have author Sue Frederick, who has written 2 books. One is I See Your Dream Job, and also her recent book, I See Your Soulmate. And today we're going to take an esoteric look at the upcoming elections. Specifically, we're going to look at Obama and Romney and give you a little bit of insight into who they are in terms of their intentions, their life plans, and what they look like from a numerology standpoint. So Sue is going to be providing that. So what did you find out when you looked into their numbers?
Well, it's pretty interesting. I've been following President Obama for a while because of his numbers. You know, I started studying them in 2009, and he is an 11-path master soul with the Leo sun sign wrapped around it. So it really means that his sole intention is to come here and heal the world, bring people together. Now, it also means that his challenge, his personal challenge is that he's so sensitive, cares about the healing and the agreement and the consensus so much that it makes him a different kind of leader, not the kind of leader that our country seems to love, like George Bush, right? I mean, we all know that if you're insensitive in a way and you believe only in your own message and you only want to do it your way, then you're very popular on the political scene.
Right.
And if you do care about other people and you really care about the goodness of the world and helping everyone, and you believe that agreement between everyone is possible, then it makes you a different kind of leader. You're facilitating things to happen, right?
He's more of a collaborator, where
right.
He cares about what other people think and feel.
Exactly. And that's his gift and his challenge, because
yeah.
People have attacked him on, right? And that's what people honor him for.
Yeah.
He's a true good spirit, a good-hearted man. And what's interesting is that his wife, Michelle, is also an 11-path master.
Whoa, that's a powerful combo.
I mean, the two of them together are a very powerful couple with the same intentions, which means they both really are trying their best, no matter whether people judge it's good enough or not, to really make a difference for the world. That's why they're in it. And what's also interesting is that next year, right now, President Obama is in an 8 personal year, which means powerful, powerful, powerful. He, I believe, is going to win the election, okay? However, 2013, he hits a 9-year and end of a cycle. It is going to be a rough year for the country in 2013, no matter who is president. But I do feel it's going to be President Obama at the helm, and he's going to have to deal with some unexpected world events and things that go on that are very, very challenging. Now, yes, he's capable of bringing them to the light and helping us succeed as a nation and a world, but it's going to be a rough year for him. And also what's interesting is that in 2013, Michelle Obama moves into a 6th year, which means that she is very concerned in 2013 about her family, even about the safety of her family, the health of her family. This all tells me, yes, they are in office, and they are bucking up against the Republicans and against world events that are unfolding.
Now, I can't remember. Tell me generally what happens with the 9 years. You said it's the end of the cycle, but what are the kind of things generally that happens? It says
it means that things come to a culmination. So, for example, where the world's been headed for the last 9 years culminates in 2013, for better and worse.
Right.
Which means economically, politically, the Middle East, all of these things sort of come to a culmination, and President Obama will have to deal with them. It won't be easy, right? But he can get through it, and 2014 is a much better year for the world and for President Obama, whether that means that things get resolved and that even Congress goes better, more smoothly. Somehow things are working better by 2014, all right? Yes. So if we look at Mitt Romney, what's so interesting is he is a Pisces 9 path, and that basically means that this is a lesson lifetime that he chose in order to not always get things that he wanted, but instead to learn the lessons of grace, compassion, wisdom, etc. And you know, when I hear him talk about his wife's illness and everything, I can really see all of that in play. And he's not here to be a greedy businessman. And if he has, in fact, done that in his past, then that's very much off path for him. And where he embraces his spiritual nature in the church and all of that, that's more on path for him. Mm-hmm. But I see him in the future more as a sort of spiritual leader, more involved in the church, more taking on the nonprofit foundation approach to helping the world. He has great potential to help the world in the future, more in the nonprofits, more in the church, more in those arenas. And I don't see it happening in this election for him.
Yeah, so he doesn't sound as evil or as bad as people depict him to be.
No, the problem with Mitt is that because of his karma here, he's a Pisces 9, everything he wants, it looks easy, right? Mm-hmm. It's got sort of an old soul ease and elegance to him.
Right.
So it looks like everything he's doing is kind of easy. And in fact, this lifetime, he's had a lot of charisma that has made things come to him pretty easily.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the sensitivity, for example, of President Obama, and he has to work at getting that sensitivity. And that's a real challenge and a downfall for him, especially now with the world in such bad shape. And we need to know that our president feels our pain.
Right.
And that's hard for Mitt to do.
Yeah, interesting. Well, there you have it, everyone. That was fabulous and so succinct. That was unbelievable. Sue Frederick, who is talking about her work, a lot of which is featured in this book, I See Your Dream Job, the idea that all of us have a master plan, a number. We talked about President Obama as 11, Mitt Romney as a 9. Those are their numbers or life plan numbers. So we have some great insights and more information for you as well. Oh, look, and her other book. Yes, and that book is great too because it's all about finding your soulmate and about
relationships. So I want people to know that, let's say you're already in a relationship or you have relationships at work that you struggle with. It's all about helping you see how your path intersects with another person's path so that you can figure out how to work with them better, even how to love them better.
And you have an upcoming class, right? Tell us about your upcoming class.
Yes, November 2nd and 3rd. It's called the Soulmate Intuitive Webinar, and you will go through a 2-day training with me where I teach you about all these numbers and relationships and how they work in your life and also how they work to help you find true love.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here, and thank you for offering some insight. Thanks so much. Namaste to you.
Namaste.
Okay, bye-bye.